All right, crew. So we're going to be diving into creating what looks like a live podcast video. We're doing a mashup of Notebook LM and/or Google AI Studio, wherever you create your audio. So I've got this little podcast that I created using Audio Overview and Notebook LM. I'm going to click the three dots and I'm going to download that. And then our goal here is going to be to smash that with the app Canva to create a really, really cool video. So I've got this random audio file, very boring. How could I turn that into something that looks a little more visually appealing? So we're going to click into Canva and I'm just going to kind of show you how Canva video works. Really fast overview to get you up and running with playing with ways you can make some of your AI audio creations super functional. So I'm going to click the Canva video. It will give me an option. I could choose portrait or landscape mode. I'm just going to go with landscape for this particular thing. I will say they have a ton of video templates. You may want to avoid using those off the bat because they can sometimes constrict your audio length, the different templates. So first step that I would like to do is I would like to upload my audio file. The way that you can do that is just click upload, and then wherever your audio file is, if you just drag that over or choose the actual file, it will upload in, and you can see it's got my recent uploads. I've uploaded this file already to save us some time. And then I'm just going to take this file that's already been uploaded. This is my podcast on a Notebook LM, and I'm going to drop it down into this little section that says drop music. The reason I'm doing this, the creation aspect in video is tied to so like whatever your image is that you have on your screen, that's going to determine the duration of your audio right here. So we would need to expand that if we want to be able to listen to this. Now you could click and drag for an eternity to get to that. My advice would be to click on your video section. You'll see this little clock up here. And I know that this is about a 20-minute video. It's a little less than 20 minutes. So I'm going to type in 20 and a colon 00. And it's going to automatically default to the length of the audio when I do that. Okay, beautiful. So now I have this plain white thing with 19 minutes and 22 seconds worth of audio attached to it. What should I do with it? Well, whatever you would want your cover to look like, you can design. And I will show you a few tricks in Canva, just enough to get you started. But if we go into elements, you can see I can search elements. Again, avoid the videos. The second I'll show you, the second that I drag this 10-second video clip down here, it's going to be in a constant loop. So if I'm okay with that, that's great. If I want it to be, if I don't like that looping nature of that video background, I may want to avoid utilizing that particular thing because it's just going to be stationary on my screen. So I'm going to undo that, and instead what I would recommend is when you go into the elements section that you utilize images. Okay, so images, you can search. I'm just going to search podcast as a theme, and I can see there's lots of videos I could choose from. I don't want to apply those because it's going to look weird on the screen, but there are also some photos that would work really well for podcasts. So let's find one that we like. I like this because I could put some text to the right side, so I'm going to just drop that in, and just like any other Google Slides or image editing tool, you position it the way that you like. I'll click into the text, and we're just going to find, I could just add a text box and adjust the text and color and font style myself, but we're going to be lazy here. We're going to find one. This one says custom paint. I'm going to click on that one, and we're just going to call this the AI and emerging tech, and then we'll call this big section podcast. All right. So really quickly, we were able to design this. One really nice thing about Canva is when you resize your text elements, that's a little too big for this blank space there. It will automatically scale the size of your text, which is great. So just like that, I now have this feature. You're not going to be able to hear it, but when we press the play button on this, it's going to play through that audio. Sorry, my mic's set on canceling background noise, so it's probably not picking that up. But it is playing my podcast. Any design that I want to do with images, with stickers, you can do that. So one thing that looks really cool on these, when you click into elements and we go over to graphics right here. You can see they have some animated graphics. I've got this black background, so I don't really want this particular one. But let's move this in, and it'll just kind of show you what it's doing. So it's not going to line up with my audio, but it still looks kind of cool. I could put that here, wherever I decide I might want to have this text element embedded. We'll go right there, and we'll move this up a little bit. Okay, loving it. Looking good. So once I have this set up, there's two things I can do with that. I can share it and download it. It will be a giant file because it's a 20-minute video. So you may not want to go that route. The other thing you can do is this public view link. So I'm going to click this public view link and create public view link. And just like that, I now have a link to this. So when someone goes to that particular link or clicks it, it's going to pull up a full page version of that podcast, which looks like a nice professionally done video. And it's got all of my podcast audio content embedded into that tool. So yeah, that's just a quick snapshot of how you can use AI audio and Canva as a design tool to create some really cool artifacts. And again, kids could do this too. The last thing I want to show you, just which is great, if you want your students to use their voices for the audio components, let's go in here and we'll go back over to the elements section. And when I click audio, you'll see it's got all sorts of stuff in here. Oh, I'm searching, sorry. I'll go out of that. When I click that audio button, if I click see all, there is a section for me to actually record a voiceover. So I could either generate an AI voice right here in Canva, or I could actually record a voiceover. So you could be the one talking over top of whatever imagery you have. Last little nugget for you, you can record to multiple pages. So if you want to talk over one image and then go to the next one, that's great. You can do that. This is a super long audio file, but just by clicking add page, it would add another page. You could put another section of audio with that as well. So just a few tips. Hope this is helpful. Hope you guys go out there and create something awesome.